Hello, and welcome to Election Night in New York City 2017. Tonight, it is the mayor's race, as we have incumbent Democratic mayor from Brooklyn, Bill De Blasio, taking on Republican Staten Island Assemblywoman Nicole Malliotakis, and private investigator from Manhattan, Bo Dietl, who is running as an independent. Let's quickly look at the 2013 map and quickly see how Mayor De Blasio won his election. As you can quickly see here, he won 4 out of 5 boroughs, taking Queens, the Bronx, Manhattan, and Brooklyn, but losing Staten Island to current MTA chairman Joe Lhota, who ran on the Republican ticket. Let's look at some major polling data. First up, let's look at the poll for the 3 candidates in tonight's election. As you see on the screen, we project that Bill De Blasio will easily win re-election tonight with 39% of the vote. Shockingly, he will only win by 8 points in our poll. Malliotakis will receive 31% of the vote, and gaining momentum due to previous debates, the 2 that were held on October 10th and just recently a few days ago, Bo Dietl has 30% of the vote in our poll. Now let's look at approval rating. Tonight, heading into the race, Mayor De Blasio's approval rating is 46%. However, the number not looking good for the De Blasio campaign in Park Slope is 51% of voters disapprove of the job that he's currently doing. The 2 major concerns that people were asked were how he is handling subway funding for the MTA, dealing with Joe Lhota and Governor Andrew Cuomo, and most importantly, the homeless situation in Midtown Manhattan. When asked if the mayor deserved to keep his job, 54% said sorry, Bill. 45% said that he deserved to stay on the job for 4 more years. We are now waiting for the borough's precincts to close at 9 o'clock Eastern. Stand by for 3 major projections. Out of the borough of Staten Island, which has been Republican since 1989, we can easily project that Assemblywoman Malliotakis will take her borough by 92%. Shockingly, Bo Dietl gaining momentum in Staten Island. He campaigned last minute, campaigning on Sunday afternoon. Shockingly, he received 55% of the vote. The De Blasio campaign really didn't focus on Staten Island. They got 31% of the vote. We can now project in the borough of Brooklyn that Bill De Blasio will win his borough with 90% of the vote. Bo Dietl gaining momentum as well in this borough with 54% of the vote. Assemblywoman Malliotakis will receive 32% of the vote. Keeping in mind, this is Bill De Blasio's home borough, and also, not to quickly mention, that Brooklyn has a strong Democratic base. The win for the Dietl campaign in Bo Dietl's home borough of Manhattan, as Bo Dietl will receive 93% of the vote. This was a very close borough for Nicole Malliotakis, as she will receive 91% of the vote, and De Blasio shockingly only getting 11% of the vote. The precincts that are reporting the 11% are Upper Harlem, as well as Washington Heights. Queens and the Bronx, they are too close to call right now. We do not have any accurate numbers. We are receiving other polls closing in the borough of Queens, a few precincts in Bayside, Fresh Meadows, Whitestone. 1 precinct in Fresh Meadows is projecting that De Blasio will win their borough's votes. Another precinct, a conservative part of Queens, Whitestone, has projected that Bo Dietl will win their votes. Bayside has too close to call for their precincts reporting. Jamaica has already reported that Bill De Blasio will win that part of the borough. So Queens right now is too close to call right now. We do not have a major winner in the borough of Queens. Same situation with the Bronx. Precincts in the Bronx are claiming the same thing. We will not go town by town in the Bronx, but one precinct in Riverdale is reporting that the Dito campaign is gaining votes in the borough of the Bronx. So, just to quickly recap, each candidate has received their home borough's votes. And now we're going to quickly show you how the candidates can win their boroughs. Each candidate must receive 2 other boroughs' votes to be declared the winner of this election. So, if Dito wins 2 boroughs, which are Queens and the Bronx, he will win. If Malliotakis gets the same result, she will win. And if Mayor De Blasio gets the same result, he will stay on the job for 4 more years. It is now 10:45 Eastern, and now we can project the winner of the 2017 New York City mayoral race. We can now project that Bo Dito will win the race. He will become the 110th mayor of New York City. The borough of Queens has put Bo Dito over the top. We can now project from the precincts reporting in Bayside that Bo Dito has received a lot of votes. Conservative districts in Queens are reporting that he will win this borough. And yes, now we can predict the accurate numbers from the borough of Queens. 63% of precincts are reporting that Bo has won that borough. We can also project that Malliotakis has received a lot of votes, and so has the De Blasio campaign, keeping in mind that Bo Dito is actually from Ozone Park, Queens. But keeping in mind here, South Jamaica has also reported that the De Blasio campaign has gained votes. But we can quickly go over the numbers. 63% for the Dito campaign, 49% for Malliotakis, and 45% for Bill De Blasio. We are now also getting reports that Bill De Blasio has conceded the race. So has Assemblywoman Malliotakis. They have congratulated the Dito campaign for another major projection. The Bronx has become a very close race, but we can also project that Bo Dito will win this borough. He will receive 58% of the vote. Malliotakis will receive 56% of the vote, and De Blasio will receive 50% of the vote. Keeping in mind here that the Bronx has a heavily Democratic base, and also keeping in mind the Bronx has a heavy Latino presence, so this probably helped Dito get over the top. Keeping in mind that Malliotakis also is part Latino, she is from Cuban heritage, so this borough helped Dito gain some momentum last minute. We also like to report that Bo did campaign last minute in the Bronx as well. So there you have it. Bo Dito, 110th mayor of New York City.